morning from a beautiful sunny Santa Barbara just behind us. Today we are tendering in Santa Barbara, which means that we aren't quite in Santa Barbara yet, but we have to get the tender boat, which is the lifeboat, all the way over to that beautiful bit over there and start our day in this wonderful Californian town. So let's get going. So as you can see, these are the lifeboats. So we are now on our way to go down to the tender, and we need to go down to deck 7 and wait for our boat. So this morning my mum managed to get the tickets quite early in the morning, so we were like guest number 2. Each lifeboat holds 40 people for the tendering, but it holds up to like 100 odd in general, so there'll be enough space and stuff, and yeah, we should be able to get to Santa Barbara nice and quickly. So the tender process with NCR was really smooth. I didn't really know what to expect, but it took about 20 minutes to get from the lifeboat all the way over to Santa Barbara, which wasn't too bad. And it does get quite busy in there, so if you do get claustrophobic, maybe it's just something to keep an eye on. I would also recommend, if you can get a window, to get a window, because it's absolutely beautiful to watch you sail into Santa Barbara. Now these lifeboats, I think they had 4 out at the time. They were going in and out all day long, and it doesn't really matter what one you get on, what one you get off. Just be aware that sometimes there can be some queues, and so it might take a while to get on. So we have just finished our tender, and it took about half an hour, but it was nice and smooth and really easy. They filled up the boat quite a lot, but it wasn't too bad, and we had some lovely views of the Santa Barbara coastline. We're now going to go and have a little walk in the morning. It's 8 o'clock today, right now, and yeah. The atmosphere during our time here in Santa Barbara was absolutely amazing. It had such a calm and authentic feel about it, and because we got there quite early, it was pretty quiet. So we decided to take the coastal walk all the way down before heading into the old town, which was absolutely beautiful. This old town was full of unique buildings and a proper traditional Californian feel, something that we definitely didn't get during our time in Los Angeles or San Diego. We just made it to the courthouse, which is just behind me. It's probably about a 40-minute walk from the where you get the tender. It's absolutely amazing. So one thing to point out with Santa Barbara, it's absolutely beautiful. There's so many really cool shops, but none of them are open till like 11 or so, which is a bit weird. So for example, Victoria's Secret's open at 11, Bath & Body Works, so like getting here early is a bit of a fail. So we're now going to be renting some bikes and going down the little beach area. I think we're trying to go for the Surrey bikes, which is like the big group of bikes, but let's see how it goes. We booked the 2 double Surrey bikes, and this cost $100 for the 9 of us. So it's actually a pretty good price. Each Surrey bike, I believe, fits 5 people, so there's not really a lot of space, but it isn't too bad. And we had this hired for an hour, and I thought this was the perfect amount of time. We headed down to the coastline. It was a little bit scary going on the roads, and then we enjoyed the atmosphere of biking along the coast in Santa Barbara, which was so iconic. One thing to point out is that I would recommend doing this early, because this coastal path can get quite busy and it's really difficult to overtake people because there's other people on bikes, there's runners, there's walkers and stuff. But this was such an amazing experience for people of all ages, so definitely recommend. After the Surrey bikes, we headed onto this pier area, which had a few shops and an aquarium, which we didn't go in, but it was really nice to see the views from afar and just take in the lovely Santa Barbara scenery and atmosphere. We're just on the way back to the tender, and it's been a really awesome day here in Santa Barbara. It's such a nice little town, and we're now going to head back and have some lunch. So we then took the tender back to the cruise ship. This one felt a little bit more busy. It was about 2 o'clock at this time, and it did feel a little bit claustrophobic on this occasion. We then headed on to get some lunch. You can watch all of our videos on NCL on my YouTube channel. We then decided to just take some time to sunbathe, relax, and enjoy this beautiful Californian sunshine. We had about 4 hours of just playing games, playing football, and enjoying the vibes here on NCL Jewel. After that, we watched the beautiful sunset over California. It is official, the West Coast does have the best sunsets, and the sky was just lit with this amazing pink sky. It was absolutely beautiful. So join us tomorrow when we go to San Diego featuring SeaWorld, and I'm swimming with blue whales, which is absolutely very exciting. Thank you so much for watching.